Welcome to the booth.
Yeah.
We're back with another exciting matchup. It's Atraxa against Slimefoot.
Yep.
The classic mid-range versus control match in Duel Commander currently, I would say. You could also have Tivit on the right side. I think Leo, yesterday he played Tivit. Today it's Atraxa.
Okay, I think he's his wheelhouse, you know?
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
the kind of that they
absolutely.
really want to play. And I think he's kind of a specialist to regarding Atraxa. I think he's one of the only last players really grinding with the deck, and also
yeah.
one of the best players with the deck. obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah, my mate just played against him.
Okay.
He was successful.
Yeah, see, he only had
it's-
one
it's
defeat
crazy.
before this
It's
round, so
crazy.
yeah. Still day 2 and those top 8 contenders because I think the cut goes through X3 if I'm correct after 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So
After 9 rounds, there's the cut, and the 10th is like for tomorrow already, right? That was,
I think maybe you're right, something along those lines.
you need at least 21 points in order
Yeah.
to go for day 2, and then we play like the last round. It's already played today, but instead of tomorrow. That's
Okay,
the
right.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. For the games on our hands, I think Leo was on the play. If I remember, if
Yeah.
I saw it correctly.
Yeah, it looks like that. So we have a polluted delta fetching for the most popular land cycle
Undercity's
for a
yours.
while. Yeah, surveillance, very influential. On the left side, we have a blooming marsh. That's a nice artwork from, I
Oh.
think, Secret Layer Time Lord, something like this.
I can't really help you on that.
I think it's yeah.
secret or something for
I
sure.
think this belongs to either Assassin's Creed or the Doctor's thing.
I don't know, man. Really, I don't
Oh,
know.
Daleks. Yeah, so that's the Time Lord thing. How is
yeah,
it
sure.
called? Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Doctor Who. Yeah. Yeah. So classic start. Ignoble Hierarch. We just talked about the cycle earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That wizards, if you're watching this video, you're invited to expand the cycle.
Yeah, sure.
Because we enjoy these hierarchs a lot.
And the force spike, you can see the good taste of Leo on that specific force spike. The 7th edition foil one, I think, is gorgeous.
Yeah. I have that one too.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
absolutely nice.
Me too.
We have a 4-drop right away. This might be a grief. No, it's not a grief. That's a
Like a big
microspawn. That's a microspawn.
Oh, so Maxime. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a nice tech. I didn't see that coming.
Me neither. It's an interesting addition.
Yeah. And I think in this very spot is pretty good, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, Spelltable has a hard time identifying the card, but I'm pretty sure it's the microspawn. Now that
he's looking
he
for
is searching for
his deck.
a land, and that should be it.
I thought our first mode of Megaspawn was destroying a land. That's why I thought it was really good in this spot, but it's not bad either, but as bit worse than I thought it was. Is this a Phyrexian Tower? I think so.
Yeah, it's this. How is it called in English? Dracula whatsoever.
yeah,
Dracula's tomb. Yeah, that's what it was. The thing is, what's interesting about the Eldrazi is the trigger is on cast. So
Yeah.
Leo is very likely not going to counter a 3/3 vanilla that doesn't do anything
Yep.
if he can't handle the trigger, and the trigger is not too relevant in order to interact with it, you know? So you have a safe cast on turn 4 against the control deck, not too bad.
Yeah, that's still a quite decent beater, and that accelerates you towards your next task of
Yeah.
your command zone or other stuff. Maybe a double spell. I think this is crucial
Right.
against Atraxa. So, Tinted back end of turn, I think just found a land. If
A
I'm
land, it
correct.
seemed, yeah. Yeah. What I don't like about the Maxime is that it doesn't synergize with Slimefoot after all. Like, if you get it back from the graveyard, it doesn't do anything. You'll just have a 3/3 vanilla, because all the other creatures actually have ETBs. This one is on cast, so you can't really utilize it in that direction.
That's
But
for
it's,
sure.
it's an interesting include. I see it for the first time here, to be fair.
Me too. Me too.
Slimefoot is this deck with 120 cards instead of 100.
That's-
because I would say at least, maybe like when Modern Horizons 3 joined, we just have a look at this, and it's crazy. There's so much. It's the definition of Jund mid-range.
Yep.
It's crazy. Also, playing the 5-mana Bloodbraid is also interesting. That's really cool. Also a cool tool against that matchup here.
In particular, yeah. I think it's one of the best kind of stuff. What is
What's that?
Distracting. Okay, I think we should keep that as a surprise.
Is this a translational mistake, or is it like, okay, we can keep it as a surprise? What is that card here? Okay.
Okay, so a very interesting take on the Slimefoot.
There are some very interesting, very spicy includes, guys. Let's see if we can find them.
I actually
along the
hope this
Yeah,
game
I hope
will
so too.
see these
I hope
cards
so too.
develop.
Very, very cool games.
Regarding Leo Facca's deck, I think it is a quite stock Atraxa deck list.
Pretty basic, right?
Absolutely fine. A lot of lands, 41. I think it's maybe one or two less that I would have liked in
Yeah.
this.
Apart from the green artifact, which we don't spoiler either.
Yeah.
So there's a green artifact in Leo Facca's deck.
That's kind of spicy, right?
It is. That's I don't want to spoil anything. Let's see if we can find it.
I really hope we will see that
would be
card
really cool.
against this card. It will be what
That would be great.
fudge,
That
man?
would be really cool.
What year are we playing in? Anyway, this was a demo from Neo Facca with the cleave, or not cleave. Yes, it is a cleave. This
nope.
ability. Well, the
How is it
damnation
called?
mode.
I know what you
It is the damnation mode.
I have it in Japanese and I have no idea what the ability is called. Overload.
Overload, yeah.
Overload.
Overload. That got rid of the entire board of Maxime, who is going to use his Slimefoot to bring back the ignoble hierarch and make a sap rolling, thanks to the Phyrexian Tower. Okay, so we are doing some stuff now.
It's a really cool mantis here, actually, as an insect token.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the drawing.
And this sweeper effect didn't affect Maxime that much. I think it was sort of a fog effect
Yeah.
to some extent.
Yeah.
You don't take a common step this turn in your teeth, but you still have board that is quite consistent to face.
Yeah.
We see Rakshas's bargain. Yeah, we have the fifth land for Leo Facca, which is really important. All these onslaught foil fetch lands are absolutely
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Very original ones from back in the days.
I opened one. My two first onslaught boosters were actually Goblin Pile Driver and a Wooded Foothills.
There is another sub-rolling. So it seems that he drew the tokens himself. I really like that.
Yeah, that's
we
a nice
have
touch.
a little fungus on the field. 5 mana, 6 mana actually.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right.
Lazotep Quarry, potentially 7 mana with the Phyrexian Tower.
And the Lazotep Quarry represents maybe what is sticking in the graveyard. As you said, this sowing Macrospawn, not the best thing to reanimate.
No, not really.
This
There's a Tamoglyph in
Yeah.
the graveyard. Maybe a
That's-
bit more attractive.
that's
What do we have? Instant sorcery land creature. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
what
okay.
else?
This is what we want to see in this
Oh,
matchup. So,
Yeah.
Bloodbred Challenger.
Into Demonic Tutor. That's okay.
Okay, these
We are playing high tables.
and I think we're
With
going
good
to see,
variation.
I think we're going to see an answer from Neo. I don't see this Dominic Tutor resolving.
would
Actually,
expect
if you can only counter one thing, what do you counter? I think it should be the Dominic Tutor because the Bloodbred Challenger in the end is just a beater, right?
It depends on if there is a second sweeper or not. I think what Leo will do now is resolve the fetch land or the fetch and then look into the top 4 cards with the bargain. And then based on what he sees, he will decide whether or not to counter the DT or the Blood Raid.
Or is there a Mystic Confluence in hand? As it actually is. And this is
That's even better.
Yep.
That is even better.
that's
Yeah.
the nopest nope I've seen all day long.
That's the answer you need for that kind of creature, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, really nice. Good answer here. Yeah.
Yeah, I will take my 1 point of damage and this turn quite happy.
Would be interesting, but Leo Facca is a very experienced player. That would likely not happen. But if there would be a situation where he would target only one creature to bounce and draw 2 cards, and then you can sacrifice the target due to the Phyrexian Tower, the entire spell would fizzle.
Yeah, sure.
But this is just a thing to think about for another game. So very, very powerful Mystic Confluence.
Yep, and with Leo Facca still has 16, he has the 2 lands follow up to this Atraxa. I think he's in a quite well. Okay, damn.
Okay.
Temple of the False God.
Okay,
So
okay.
this makes him jump his mana up to 7 this turn. So I think now he is in a commanding position.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think of the fact that he's super experienced. I think he played this matchup against Elliot so many times, so he definitely knows what he's doing.
He might not have taken Bloodbred Challenger that many times,
No,
though.
no. But even then, he's prepared for like the 2% shenanigans some other players might bring up. So yeah, I would not expect him to not be prepared for something like this.
This is Solitude, Shorikai,
Otawara and Preordain.
Preordain, yeah, and another stuff that's coming. I don't know what it is yet.
Seems
Remand.
to be a remount, yeah.
So, pretty strong Atraxa trigger.
Absolutely. Paying 7 mana, having a 7/7 lifelink flying vigilance, drawing 5 cards.
Death Touch.
Death Touch, also that, yes. Yeah, it's almost a double ancestral recall. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it.
I think it's
I think he's really happy about that.
fair,
Yeah. We see the big Teferi, the 5 fairy in hand.
yeah.
Another good card.
Really think this would be needed on the upcoming turns, but still a good tool to have in your toolbox.
Yeah.
You can see Leo really gently letting his card revealed by Atraxa on the playmat for his opponent to see and all of us too. So I think
Yeah,
this
that's
is
really nice.
yeah, nice touch.
So, there is a
This has Escape, if I remember
Labrate
correctly.
Elf coming back with Escape, exactly.
It is Escape, 3 other cards. So
And 5 mana. Yeah, that's great, that's great.
and it reveals Delighted Halfling, right?
Yeah, but Delight Halfling is not the card that you want to see. Let's be
No.
fair about that.
Perfectly agree with you.
There could have been an answer to Atraxa.
There are no.
You know what would have been the best outcome? Hitting a Deadpool.
All right.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But we cannot manipulate the game just for entertainment value. Apologize.
But in a different word, yep, this could have been a beating.
Yeah, that
An
would be a
absolute
blowout.
beating. Is there a word where you solitude your own Atraxa in that context? You see the Deadpool in the stack?
Maybe. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, probably you just but then you have to pitch Solitude. That would be a thing,
You have to pitch solitude.
You have to pitch it anyways because he was tapped out. But yeah, maybe that's a thing. Maybe
I
it's a thing.
think it. Yeah.
Gaining 7 life against the aggressive strategy is not too bad. But I think, to be fair, Slimefoot is already on the back foot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Slimefoot on the back foot. No pun intended.
Atraxa is a good guy here. Maybe actually.
Yeah.
Might be right. Might be right. And yep, regarding the game on our hands, which is not the one we were talking about with the Deadpool and the Solitude your own Atraxa. Yeah, this big gas Teferi might come handy to try and
Another one of those quality drops. You deploy a big Planeswalker, 5 mana. It actually costs only 3
yeah.
if you use the +1.
Okay, Leyline Bindings.
Here we have the Leyline Binding. That's stressful. Taking care of the Halfling because he says, well, I respect the legendary spells you play. And I can probably not handle those.
I think even at that point, a Headliner Scarlet isn't absolutely lethal, and you need to develop a whole board for it to be interesting. But in the face of this 7/7 Laughtlinker, it is a tough task. Tough task.
Yeah.
Chaos Defiler might be one of the best draws to try and get rid of this Atraxa, but I think it will just come back into play on the following turns. Or you can just deploy Shorikai, keep your Solitude, enjoy your Teferi, and be okay with that board state, actually. So, yeah, I think a really tough spot where Maxime he has found himself in. We escape another time, once more. So, oh, what's this?
I was just about to ask you.
Damn, I don't know this one. it chose not to cast the card, or am I crazy? I think you can choose not to cast the card with Cascade, or
Yeah.
am I wrong? You
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
I think
Maybe it was an Eldritch and,
yeah, or maybe
searching for something, but doesn't really matter.
Snuff Out. Maybe yeah, makes sense. Maybe Snuff Out. You're right.
Yeah.
We would explain why.
That could be the thing. True. So, rather quick game.
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of surprising.
Yeah,
regarding the,
I thought it would be more of a grind fest.
uh-huh. But to be fair, Slimefoot is basically an aggressive deck in this matchup.
Yeah.
It's pretty much an indirectional. At some point in the game, you know you just can't win anymore.
yeah.
So I
Right.
think
I mean, if I think about it, like back then,
The junk pile was not that much into abusing any emblems. There were some lists playing the Undermountain Adventurer, because whenever you bring down the initiative TTI against those kind of decks, it's quite a problem for them.
sure.
But the playmaker was the Mystic Confluence here, no doubts about that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that,
Play of the game.
the game would have turned into a shit fest for Atraxa, basically. But I think I still, I thought about it along the way. Maybe you're right. Maybe in most sequences it would have been right to just counter the DT,
I think
considering the
so.
fact that the 99 is of such big quality and it could result in a dead pool.
Or in a like worst case scenario, I think like something like a survival of the fittest, which is
Something
a
like this,
result.
true. Yeah, exactly.
You never know. You saw your opponent played a Blood Red Avenger. You're not maybe safe from Avengevine or something along those lines.
yeah.
So yeah, I think the DT was definitely the
Very,
choice here.
very true.
Could you maybe please come a bit closer to me? So
I'm
we
just
are-
trying to keep the Moxes free.
Oh yes, sure.
That's why.
I wanted to for us to be a bit more centered, but yeah, you're
Sure,
right.
sure.
I think it's perfect, right? So first turn it's a Birds of Paradise.
Yes, one of the 20 artworks from Birds of Paradise these days.
I assume so.
That's a nice one, I think.
It looks like it's nice, yeah.
Let's see if we can get it. I doubt it.
The spell table doesn't quite like alternate arts. It might also just have
Okay.
decided not to work anymore. I think we can refresh the page. But yeah, definitely looks like Birds of Paradise to me. If we try again to open the room. This Slimefoot got answered by another soft counter spell for 1 mana, this time a mana type.
Monotaph, yeah.
Oh, Dream Hall in hand. Okay, Dream Halls is the unfair plane of Atraxa.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst thing that can happen in this kind of matchup.
Absolutely. What else do we have? We have a mana leak that seems to be a land, and then there are 3 more spells that I can't identify right now. We have an Emperor of Bones. Can be a dangerous one.
Not necessarily the fact.
I don't think it will eat anything of relevance in your own graveyard as an Atraxa player.
Yeah. I mean, if we get to a point at which Maxime gets some threats into the graveyard, either by Leo countering it or evoking some things, then we have like one swingy turn,
Grief, for instance, might also
Maybe
be a good
Grief
one.
is nice to
Recycling
have
Control.
like, yeah, that would be really good. Grief would actually be a really good one.
Recycling a troll too.
Yeah, I'm
For-
not sure.
It's a one-turn beat, but it might help you
Yeah.
close the game in some situations.
Yeah, the thing is that, we know about the dream holes. The
Yeah.
player does not. So he thinks he has time. I'm not sure. Like you always have to have in mind turn 5. There is an enchantment around the corner that could basically change the entire game. So yeah. You always think you have time against that matchup, but it's not always the case.
In that regard, we saw Leo not choosing not to counter these Emperor Bones to attempt a survey land, and I think the line of reasoning here is that I don't think he has any more lands into his hand. I think this third one was the last one, and now he needs to rely on the top of his deck to draw the follow-up lands.
Okay, he decided to. I was just checking whether or not he used the first Emperor trigger to get rid of the Monotype, and that's what he did. So that's definitely the correct one. Even if there are no creatures to exile, you should always try to thin your opponent's graveyard.
Yeah, Atraxa is a deck known to play like Cling to Dust, that kind of stuff. So it might be relevant to try to grind your opponent's graveyard out
Yeah.
of cards.
And, Leo is playing the Emrakul, the 30 mana Emrakul.
Yeah, sure.
So certainly it matters a lot.
Certainly.
So what's going on here? We
Oh.
have a surveilled survival. You just talked about it?
I think it's one of the best tool in the mirror in this matchup. Sorry.
Yeah, I
to-
think it's a bit interesting that he decided to mill it.
maybe he has a plan in hand that involved like drawing a land and that survival wasn't a land, or
Yeah.
maybe he has something else in mind. I don't really see the cards he has in hand, so maybe
Because, okay, Slimefoot already costs 5.
I see a fatal push in Maxime's hand, so I already think he like is one card fewer
Yeah,
than it
yeah.
really appears.
I mean, the thing is, if Slimefoot would cost like 3, maybe you keep the survival, try to bait the counter spell with the survival, and if Slimefoot doesn't resolve, it doesn't really matter, right?
Hmm.
Because we know about the mana leak. Then again, Slimefoot.
You must assume that your opponent playing Atraxa has 2 mana counter spell in hand.
Yeah.
I think. At every
Yeah.
point in the game,
Yeah.
that's something you have
Yeah.
to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
Slimefoot still hits the bin, so now it's in the graveyard. So what do you want to do with it? Do you have any means to create subrollings to use its ability?
Apart from Mutavolt, I think there isn't, right? But as far as I know, the decks don't really run Mutavolt anymore because it was more like a huge tech
Okay,
rather than an actual.
it just got exiled by Emperor of Bones to
Yeah.
make an attack phase,
Yeah.
strong attack phase this turn.
Why not?
Makes sense.
mean, I just have to leave for a
Okay,
second.
sure. This is tough beating this turn, so Leo is at 10 life, but I think he still doesn't have his 5th land in hand. Oh no, I see Misty Rainforest, so might be lights out next day, next turn.
I'm back.
Well, that was quick, man.
Yeah, he just needed a card for the hotel. Yeah, I forgot to give it back.
I see at least, okay, a land. I see even maybe 2 lands in Leo's hand, so I think it's lights out right now because Hallowed Fontaine, yep, down to 8. Dream Halls, Atraxa.
I mean, there could still be a situation in which. Okay, now there's a memory lapse. Difficult.
Yeah, that you can pretty freely play thanks to this other blue card. I don't saw what it was, but I'm pretty sure there is another blue card.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Teferi,
No.
or isn't it the Teferi?
Is
or
it a Naoko?
There's a Teferi.
Okay, on the Atraxa trigger, but I think he has a Naoko in hand.
Could be.
Yeah, anyway, on this Atraxa trigger. Okay, Tainted Pact might lead to quick kill. Oh, small Atraxa trigger though.
I mean, if you manage to prepare like a big combat step and you kill the target, you kill the creature that Leo is about to block with Atraxa, maybe you can push through 8 damage.
Oh damn!
Deny the lifelink, but what?
Teferi played freely with Dream Halls, bouncing my own Atraxa.
Oh yeah,
Here we go again.
yeah, okay, yeah, right. That's a line.
Because more is better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, man.
No,
I think you're beating a dead horse here.
that's very true.
And meanwhile, Slimefoot with his fatal push in hand. Yeah, sure, go ahead, mate. I'm
So
fine.
the only option we have. Okay, and there's the solitude. I think this game is over.
I'm seeing when I saw this game state, I'm seeing the meme like with the dog where everything is burning around him, like everything is fine.
With the cup, right? With the
Yeah,
double
sure.
cover, yeah. I
That
know
one.
which one you're talking about. Really cool.
So yeah, I think this game is about to end one way or another.
Yeah, I think Leo has it in his pocket.
Yep. And with this baby Teferi now, you can just assure yourself not being disrupted
Yeah.
in any way, shape or form. So I think you are, absolutely in a commanding position once more. This, when I'm thinking about this matchup, is what I'm thinking about. What I'm thinking of. I think this is more or less a board state that arrives sooner or later, but I really think in this matchup, Atraxa is quite in an advantageous position.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No doubts about that. I think it's very. I think a well-seasoned Slimefoot player can definitely beat it, but you also have to have the right variation and not face a Dream Horse on turn 5
Yep.
against a deck that has all the opportunities to deny and delay the things that you try to deploy. So yeah. What is this creature here actually?
The middle one between
Oh, a Mole Tender. Okay,
Yeah,
nice. That's a cool one.
that's a cool one, but I don't think it will beat this 7/7 that that
No, it will
lightning
not.
flyer vigilance.
Earlier I talked about just blocking the biggest threat with Atraxa and then killing it before combat damage. Doesn't work anymore because of Teferi.
Yeah.
So
Or if you have a Phyrexian Tower, maybe.
yeah, that's what I thought about too. But you have to have the friction tower, right?
Is
So
this a last step query or is it a starting tone?
it's a starting town.
Okay.
You mean like the one here beneath?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a starting town.
Okay. So yeah, I
That
think,
would be an option. That's true.
uh, I think even the gestures from the player, the
Yeah.
postures, tells a lot about what's happening. We even have a broader field of view on our side, so we see both players' body language, and I think it tells it all about this game
Maxime
state.
seems to be a bit desperate, but it's understandable.
For sure.
Dreamhouse is a symmetric effect.
Sure.
Nonetheless, you're not the one drawing or looking at the top 10 cards. I take this and this and this and that, You have to deal with what's in your hand.
Remember when on turn 5, Leo just resolved 2 Atraxa triggers, and even just on turn 5, without anything else going on, even without the card in hand, I mean, this 7/7 lifelinker, flying, etc., is a tough thing to get through when you're playing Slimefoot on Squee.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a hard card to match,
Definitely.
even face value. So when you're drawing like 7 cards with it, and it's free, I mean,
Yeah.
troubles here.
I'm curious to see what he brings up.
Someone pointed in the chat that survival that has been milled could have been useful. Yeah. Some
Absolutely.
sense.
I do not agree with the I do not agree with the decision to mill the survival, to be fair.
Me neither.
Because as we said, you have to respect the combo ways the deck brings up, and Grief is the perfect example you brought up. I mean, you lose a card due to the pitch, your opponent needs to handle it.
But you don't
And-
lose the game.
You don't lose the game, exactly. Later on, you can bring it back with some cards, like...
Your
have-
command zone.
Let's have a look at the list. Is he actually playing any scam effects? I think he does not. Okay, Unnerve is not really a scam effect. It doesn't seem to be the case.
No, but the command zone still is.
It's
Decent
a
to
bit
contribute.
unfortunate because we wanted to see the spicy cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the game ends, we have to reveal what's...
No, we can't
maybe
say
not.
it.
Right,
we
right,
can't.
right.
We can't really.
Right, sure.
But you can ask, sorry, Maxime. I think he would be glad to answer your
True.
questions about this.
True.
End of turn Tainted Pact. No, sorry, Sorcery Speed Tainted Pact from Leo, who's looking for what exactly? Like you
That's
are
a good
already dead?
Yeah. And here we
Just
saw
bring this
the
card.
green artifact, actually. So it's a 3 mana mana stone, rock.
I think Leo's looking for this card,
What?
the title.
I was focused on the artwork, and then I saw the text, and I completely disregarded.
It's something on MTGO, you know, when you're winning or stronging against someone, you play a needle or something along those lines, and
Yeah.
you just name you're already
Yeah,
dead.
okay.
On your cover therapies, that kind of stuff. It's like a meme.
That's cool. That's cool.
Very good.
And yeah, this survival might have helped him develop a game plan.
Yeah.
I think you can't really try to win before Atraxa does its thing, right? So you
Yeah,
have to somewhat settle down for maybe a slower game plan with stronger power plays.
Yeah.
And maybe survival could have helped in this direction because other than that, did he do on his fourth turn? I think it was just casting Slimefoot in full.
For 5 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it got countered and
Rather have seen like survival, discarding
Yeah.
whatever, maybe grief or preparing something. you know?
exactly. And I mean, of course, if your opponent handles the survival, that's how it goes. But you know, you have to try it.
Yeah.
And having access to your entire deck, or let's say a big part of your deck, due to the creature toolbox that you're playing, is much better than just sitting there with the options you have.
And
Goblin bombard, no, not bombardment. I always say goblin bombardment when I talk about the bombardiers.
okay, broadside bombardier.
Yeah, the broadside bombardiers. That would have been an early option to win a game, by the way.
Yeah.
If
Kills
it wasn't
Defiler.
for the fairy rebounds and all these shenanigans. Here we have it. I doubt that it's going to come through.
I mean, you can't really block it if you're Leo, right? But you still have that cryptic command, so.
You have a cryptic, you have another counterspell, I think it is.
Remand still?
Yeah, I think it's a remand, and you know, like.
The solitude in case of emergency.
Exactly. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Depends on what tier you're sitting at, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm talking about is that most players are of the opinion that Atraxa is not competitive enough anymore. It kind of lost its fashion, if you so will. You know, like. Then again, he's here to prove the opposite.
Yeah, I think
Still strong.
the deck is still absolutely a monster to beat, but you have to play it well. I think
Absolutely,
it's like
absolutely.
every Nadu pile that Timna Ravos or Trazos Ravos or Timna Nadu piles. I think these decks are amongst the best in formats, but we don't see them perform that much because not many people are willing to put the reps into them to really perform with them.
Yeah, true. And you, you especially, you have to play fast.
Yeah,
Why?
sure.
Because you have to make a lot of decisions in different ways, or different scenarios, and I think the timer is your biggest enemy.
Yeah.
If you can beat that, you have a good chance to win games with Atraxa. But yeah, most players might be too slow on piloting her, so that's the reason people don't pick it up.
And taking the right decisions in early too, it might seem like it's autopilot sometimes because your opponent always have the right answer for your problems.
yeah.
But when you're sitting in the other side, sometimes do I counter this? Do I destroy that? With what spell? Because every one of your answers is different. So
right.
sometimes you counter something and it was a creature, and later you draw a destroy creature spell, but your opponent plays something that isn't a creature. You would have rather still have your conspire at this moment. But, yeah, that kind of situation that happens really.
I kind of find it funny
Really
that
often.
we have the 1/1 spirit created that actually makes it lethal next turn.
Yeah,
Because
with the
now
chaos
we
guy.
don't have to go for like 3 combat steps, but 2. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many things to do here. There's the cryptic command that could get rid of the bird.
And actually, what we're talking about since like 15 minutes are the cards that I face up due to Atraxa triggers. But Leo still has other cards in his hand, actually.
Yeah.
So this is only part of the puzzle. I see a big Teferi, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So the Teferi brothers
Yep, looks like
are not reunited, but another clone on the battlefield.
this deck
Wow.
is shining off 1,000 lights.
There is, I liked it.
Thousand lights.
I liked it. Evasive action being a very good counterspell. Supreme Verdict, because, you know, I can deal with whatever you bring up, and my commander only costs 2.
Like 2 at the moment, yeah.
2 from the command zone. Here's the MVP from game 1, Mystic Confluence.
That's
It-
Uh,
I can totally understand why Maxime refuses to concede, but you know, with Leo being on 29 HP, it's worth a concession.
And I respect that. He's playing for the show, and I strongly respect that.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah. And also, you know, playing high tables, and you want. This is a point at which you could concede a game. Very, very fair to concede at that point. There are many situations in which people concede too early,
Sure.
where there's still a chance. Sometimes it might be 10 or 15%, but still there is a chance, and you should take all the chances, especially if you're playing in a competitive environment.
Your opponent might just mess up something, or
Also that's a fact here too, and paper play, and also online, right?
what's the number of Atraxa triggers we're at? Maybe 4 or 5?
It's the fifth or the fourth.
Yeah, I lost count.
Well, could be the fourth. I think it's the fourth.
So you can play Mystic Sanctuary, getting back your Mana Confluence or Cryptic Command on top of library, then playing the Dress Down to draw it again and play it again.
Yeah, actually, a funny comment. Did we switch to boosted right? Because that's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Fourth trigger.
Fourth
Yeah,
trigger.
thank you.
Thank you.
There's a temple because we haven't had enough lands.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I still discard by hand
Wow.
size now.
Yeah. There's
This is-
absolutely no way that Slimefoot player is coming out of that.
Yep, I think this is brutal.
I'm just curious as to why the 1/1 spirit did not attack.
Because it's lethal next turn. I mean, you
Yeah, but you can attack now, and then the Atraxa hit as lethal.
lethal, quote unquote, because you still have that Birds of Paradise to block it.
Okay. Yeah. We have the flare, black flare here right now, which is cast, but it will never resolve.
Yeah,
Short spoiler. And, you know,
we see
it also
Maxime
doesn't really matter.
picking up his cards. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Commander damage lethal is a thing too, not in Duel Commander though. In
No.
multiplayer, yes, but in Duel Commander, it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Was the case some time ago
I
with
think,
30 HP?
yeah, some years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we had, yeah. Some time is relative. You know.
Absolutely.
But okay. Cool game.
yeah, that
It was
was.
interesting.
I would have say not distracting, but yeah. Sorry, I forgot the word. I enjoyed it pretty much, but
Me too.
I think it depends on what side of the matchup
Of the table you're sitting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, the fact that we saw some rather unconventional includes from Slimefoot,
Yeah,
that was actually entertaining, I think.
yeah, but we actually didn't see them come into play, so
Well, we saw the blood red. We
Yeah,
don't see
with-
this card too often.
not sure.
And we saw the fungus, the other fungus, the microspawn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool one.
Anyway, we will stop the VOD here and see you for the 8th round in a few seconds.
Yeah.